I am the Reverend Eric Fenton. I come from Christ Church in San Antonio, Texas. And it's been my privilege to lead the Band and Bible mission for the last 4 summers. It was the summer of 2012. I was invited to participate as a team member on a mission trip to Uganda, where we would be teaching at women's conferences in the Diocese of Nebi and the Diocese of Bunyoro-Kitara. When we were driving into the bishop's compound at the Bunyoro-Kitara Diocese, I saw these kids standing on the veranda. Now you need to know I'm a band junkie. So I told the driver, "Fred, let me out here. I'll catch up with you."
I first met Reverend Eric in, I don't remember the year very well, but it's about 5 years ago. He became interested in our band when we were practicing. He recorded some of our instruments as we were playing.
And I'm listening to the song and looking at the instruments and go, oh, I don't know how they get any sound at all out of those instruments. They're so beat up. So I thanked him very much, and I went away thinking, what can we do to help these kids? Maybe I could collect band instruments and send them over with future mission teams. On my way back, we stayed at Namirembe Cathedral, and I'm walking around the cathedral grounds and I hear some drummers drumming down at the bottom of the hill.
I saw a gentleman standing across. So I saw him looking at us for a quite long period of time, so I was moved by my spirit to approach him.
So, well, tell me about your drummers. He said, well, we're the Mengo Boys and Girls Brigade Band, and these are the drummers.
From that moment, he told me that do you only have drums, or you also have trumpets and other wind instruments?
So we went off to the band room, and he pulled 2 trumpets off nails hanging up in the storage room and invited me to play with him. And we played together for about a half hour.
At the end of the song, I got to know that really this person is an expert in trumpet. Looking at the instruments, he made a comment that really your instruments are in a bad condition. You need support.
Hi, my name is Richard Wallace. I'm a retired band director, and I attend the Resurrection Episcopal Church in San Antonio, where I live.
He plays in 2 of the bands that I play in. I asked Richard, I said, Richard, this is what I found in Uganda. What do you think we could do for them? Could we maybe do a band camp like the kids do here? And he got really excited.
When I first got there, I wasn't sure what to expect, but found out that they do most of their playing by ear. They already did some reading, but their reading skills were not real strongly developed.
One of the things I noticed was we needed a percussionist, a drummer, to help with the drummers, because Richard was working with the brass band while the drummers were sitting around, so I thought I could take him out and teach him a little bit, but they knew right away that I was not a drummer.
My name's Michael Bahan. I'm a percussionist. I attend St. Anthony of Padua Catholic Church in San Antonio. I believe Eric had asked my best friend, Ron Wilkins, if there was anybody he would recommend who might be available and willing to go and do this. And I like them, they like me, and away we went.
We added a 3rd point a year ago. We went to Goli and the Nebi Diocese Brass Band. They're different from the other 2 bands. The other 2 bands are youth bands. This is a band of adults who've been playing together for many years. This year, as we finished our conference, 15 of them walked off to Congo, which is just across the border, for a week of walking from one village to the next, playing their brass band music, gathering a crowd, and preaching the gospel.
Across the board, all 3 groups have gotten better, they're tighter, they're they're playing as a group.
We used to play noisy, loud music, and now we are playing controlled music as we have been trained by Richard and Michael.
People at Mengo and at Hoima are also very interested in what can they do to improve their musicianship when we're not there, because we only get to spend 2.5 to 3.5 days with each group.
I've written out percussion charts for all the pieces that that Richard's teaching.
I didn't know how to read music over the percussion, and now I have learned it. I have even started writing it and producing it for the members to play.
The kids that I got to work with the first year are teaching the new ones.
The Band and Bible Clinic has been able to help me to improve my musicianship, to become a good musician, and also to know Christ more.
This band and Bible mission has blessed me because I've learned how to repair instruments.
They begun to do maintenance on their instruments, which of course will prolong the life of the instrument, and it makes them play better as well.
The band has even improved the lives of us all, I and the members. Most of these boys and girls, some of them do go to school. Instead of going to other bad activities, they normally come here for practice, and at times we go out for ministry and some other functions.
We even hold Bible studies. I remember that wasn't in this band before.
Our confidence has been built. Whenever Reverend stands up to tell somebody that, hey, come and read this, hey, come and do this, come and do this, it's also building our confidence. At the end of the day, we are able to speak to different people. We are able to approach different people because of the empowerment Reverend has done to us.
One of the things that I have achieved in this great band of ours is the fear of God, because wherever we go and wherever we've been, they have been really talking about the Word of God.
There is one thing that I learned from Reverend Eric's teachings last year. He told us to be good stewards. We should look after the things that God has provided for us. And I'm really learning on that, and it is really helping me to grow, spiritually.
The people in Uganda are very spiritual, a lot more spiritual than they are here in the United States. So it's very humbling to go over there and be associated with those people. Really makes you want to do your best, because you know how much they look up to us and have no realization of how much we look up to them for their spirituality.
In the process of the mission moving on, Reverend went on bringing different ideas. He saw the need of the band members, that really many of them, they had a challenge of school fees, they had a challenge of empowerment in academics. So what Reverend did, he said that, Isaac and the rest of the band leaders, I want to do something for you. The Lord is telling me to start a scholarship committee program for you people so that your education can be empowered.
They have helped me in my studies. I can understand how to use a computer. I can try to speak some little English.
The scholarships are very important to the kids because some of them wouldn't be able to go to school except they had a scholarship. The Mengo Brigade Band, there are 15 scholars there that we help. Every year they give me a stack of thank you notes telling how much they appreciate it and how important it is to them.
All these people were set up and put together by Reverend Eric to be on the committee, and they are responsible for awarding scholarships to deserving band members.
It's a lot of work, and I do most of the contacting of fundraising, reaching out to people, inviting them to be a part of this mission with their prayers and their finances. We have to continue to raise funds for our travel expenses, our in-country travel and accommodations. We pay the cost of all of the conferences for feeding all these kids, and in the case of Nebi Diocese, putting them up in accommodations. And so all the conferences expenses we cover.
We've noticed for the last couple of years that we really need to get some low brass instruments over there, some tubas and baritones, In goalie, they need music stands, so it's just really tough to see trombone players trying to read music while it's laying on the floor.
Either they don't have cymbals or they have one, maybe 3/4 of one cymbal and half of another one, and that's it.
We want to leave something that can continue after we're gone. We don't want the whole effort to just stop. Well, I can't go anymore, so that's the end of that.
We got back each time. I've been ready to go back immediately. I mean, it's the most gratifying teaching I've ever done.
They have taught us everything. They have taught us how to love one another as we love ourselves. They have taught us how to read music and write music, everything.
You have really become our great friends. Though you are very far, you stay very far, but whenever you are there, we will think about you as you also think about us, because I know as you're outside, your heart is in Uganda.